Hey everyone, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com, and we're going to be taking a quick look at the Malone FoldAway-5 Watersport Carrier. Now this, as the name suggests, or as you can get from the name, allows you to have kind of 5 different configurations of this carrier to hold different kinds of watercraft. So you can hold kayaks, paddleboards, canoes, and larger kayaks as well. So it really kind of depends on your application or what you're going to be hauling as to how it's going to fit onto your roof rack, but it makes it pretty easy to switch from one to the other and allows you to carry all kinds of different stuff. So I have it just laid out so I have one unit or one carrier, so this would be on one bar of your roof rack just to keep it from being super cluttered. The kit does come with 2 of everything you see here, as well as the straps for tying down your boat and also the bow and stern straps, and enough for 2 boats. Just to keep that in mind, but I don't have the straps laid out here again just to keep everything from being too cluttered. So basically this would be kind of the storage position, or the carrier laying flat. So if you weren't using it, you'd want to lay it flat so it's not going to be obtrusive or catch in the wind or anything like that. But we can lift out on these handles on either side. They're pretty easy to use. They're just some little tension levers. I'll move this guy over here so you can see that a little bit better. So you can open those up and then adjust the configuration of the cradle. So if you kind of tip it back away from this upward swing and then cinch those levers back down again on both sides, and these do adjust. You can just turn those knobs to adjust the tension on the clamps on each side to get those locked into place. So now this would be one configuration. This would be your kind of typical J-style kayak carrier that would hold one kayak in that J. A lot of manufacturers make this now. It's a pretty popular carrier for your kayaks on your roof. So that's one. But then if you were to flip this up just at the straight noon position and then tighten that down, same way, and then you can add on this little extension guy. Now you have a stacking position. So this would allow you to hold 2 kayaks, one on either side, kind of stacked vertically. So that's pretty cool that you can pretty easily go from one to the other. If you're only going to be carrying one kayak and you know that, you can just leave it in the J, or if you want to throw another one up there, it's not too hard to adjust it to that second position. Now if you want to carry something that's a little bit bigger, like a paddleboard or a canoe, you would lower down this mast again to that kind of lower position, like it's going to just be stored on the top of your roof. And these little clamps here, they do have teeth or grooves, so you just have to line those up to make sure that those snap in place. So now, if you wanted to carry a canoe or something that's pretty wide, or a really wide kayak, you would put these 2 on your roof and have that space in between and just adjust it out as far as you need to accommodate for the width of whatever watercraft you're carrying. If you're doing a paddleboard, that's where this foam block comes into play. So you just kind of wedge it in between those 2 pieces like that. And then that gives you a little bit more cushion for that middle part of the paddleboard, since it's going to be sitting more flush on the rack. So we had the J style, that's 1, the just vertical style, that's 2, the wider unit, 3, and now the paddleboard style, 4. And you can also just use this a little bit closer together, which would be 5. So kind of the 5 different configurations of this rack to allow you to carry all kinds of different watercraft. It's pretty neat. It's pretty easy to do, to switch from one to the other. The thing I like about it is that converting it from using this extension or no doesn't require any kind of tools or taking anything apart. You're just adding this on if you need it. So that's kind of nice that it's pretty easy. And again, with this foam block, you're not taking anything apart. Doesn't require any tools. It's just you pop it in, you take it out, and that's all you have to worry about. So I like the simplicity of that. Makes it pretty adaptable to all kinds of situations. And you know, all black should match for just about any kind of car. Has all the same features that you typically see on a lot of these carriers. The padded arms here to protect our gear. The One thing I'm not super thrilled about is this connection here. This can be a little bit clunky, and I've smashed my fingers a little bit on these levers, but they work just fine. They hold the tension really well, so that's just kind of one small gripe of mine, but it's really nothing that affects the overall use of this. As far as how it goes around your bar, it's just a simple metal strap that goes around the underside of the bar, some wing knobs to tighten it down. Again, no tools required for that. Should fit most of your roof racks out there, whether you have round, square, elliptical, or factory roof rack. Again, it comes with all the straps you need, has a little dedicated holder up at the top of that J to make it easier to thread that strap through at the top for throwing it over your kayak, so that kind of takes out that little hassle there. The capacity for this is, again, up to 2 boats. The max weight limit per boat is 75 pounds. The overall carrier itself weighs about 14 pounds, 14 and a half pounds, and should be pretty, again, easy to use and pretty adaptable. It does have a limited lifetime warranty, and that's about all there is to it that I'm going to say about the Malone FoldAway-5. I hope this has been helpful in deciding if this is going to be the right carrier for you. We do have a lot of other options available, though, here at etrailer.com, so check them out. Thanks for watching.